While many of us think of self-care as a time spent resting and relaxing, it's also important to experience all the fun that life can offer. But how can play impact our health for the better? Take a look. From kicking a soccer ball to playing a game on your phone, fun is a feeling that many crave.
Play really is a basic human need.
For Dr. Edward Laskowski, play has been at the center of much of his work.
We all need a release from the stress that we're under. We need our minds to be free, to be innovative, and to be creative.
Play traces its roots to humans' closest friends.
It's interesting, in the animal kingdom, we see play commonly exhibited in the ape family, how the young ones are, in essence, almost taught through play different maneuvers. I think in humans, oftentimes we think of play as reserved only for kids, but those unique advantages of play also extend to adults.
Play can come in a number of forms.
There are three types of play. There's social play, where we play with each other, and this could be playing games, but it may be also exercising with friends and doing stuff together. There's also benefits of independent play, which means we may do something by ourselves. We may love to do a Sudoku or a puzzle or a Wordle today. And guided play is something that maybe we'll be instructed in a new activity. Maybe we'll get cooking together and make pasta or something like that.
The impact of play, tangible and meaningful at any age.
It actually changes, it produces muscle relaxation. It can increase blood flow when it's combined with movement. Those are all good physical things that it does. And psychologically, it does a huge benefit as far as reducing stress, reducing anxiety, modifying the effects of depression, and those who have frequent play incorporate into their lifestyle.
Proving that taking time for fun can be of immense value.
When we step back, when we're given a chance to let our minds run free and play and figure out things in a different way than a job way, that all helps our whole state of being. Now that we've seen the science behind why play is important, let's break down how we can have a little fun. We're excited to welcome someone who knows how to have a good time. Annie F. Downs is an author, speaker, and podcast host who is the founder of the That Sounds Fun network, where she celebrates the idea of fun and helps people find it themselves every single day. Welcome to you, Annie.
Oh, hi, Sheinelle. Happy self-care summer.
Happy self-care summer. It's funny because I made it up literally in the doctor's office and it's become a thing. All right, so this sounds even silly to ask, but what does it mean, when we talk about having fun and play?
It isn't silly to ask because kids get it, but adults have forgotten, right? Like we just don't prioritize play and fun anymore, but we feel it in our bodies. I mean, it is part of self-care. What's true about you and I both, Sheinelle, is we put everything in our lives and make time for what makes us healthy, and fun is part of that.
I believe it. So if you're not feeling your best, I mean, everybody knows how to have fun if you're in a good mood and you're going to a party. Talk about some things that we can do, to find it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the challenge of holding both the joy and suffering of life and telling yourself the truth. If things are hard, that is okay, but can you also find a little fun in your day? You can do it alone. There's a lot of ways that you can have fun with what matters most to you, with your partner, with your friends, with kids in your life, with your community. I mean, there is fun really everywhere, as long as you don't think fun has to be big and expensive. If you can remember, fun can be small and quiet. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm not very often quiet, but it can be short. It can be inexpensive. It is really available to you to help you feel healthy.
I know, I was just reading that, it's important to be able to have fun by yourself. Can you give me some ideas about that?
It can end up feeling a little selfish to some people, but the reality is it makes you who you want to be. And if we work so hard, I love this quote. Someone says, if we work so hard with our minds, we need to rest and have fun with our hands. And if we work every day with our hands, we need to be resting with our minds. So because I write books and I'm like you, I talk all day long. One of my favorite hobbies, I brought it to show you, Sheinelle. I cross stitch. I did the entire skyline of Nashville. I'm very proud of myself. But
I love that.
Thing to do. And thank you. I'm very proud. It gives your hands something to do. So it can be gardening or cooking or playing a sport or working outside, just running around, doing things like cross stitch or knitting, things that are small and in your home you can do by yourself that'll just bring you joy and get you off your phone. Scrolling is not a hobby, Sheinelle. We know that, right? Scrolling's not a hobby.
That's a t-shirt. Scrolling is not a hobby.
Right?
Let's talk about having fun with a partner when we get that special one-on-one time together. What do you recommend?
Yeah, I have often found for myself and for my friends that when you're with your partner, if you will just ask them, what sounds fun to you? I know that sounds really simple, Sheinelle, but if you say, what sounds fun to you? And then you ask them why 3 times, by the time you get to that third why, they're actually telling you something about self-care and about their heart and about their childhood. And so you can kind of say, man, I didn't know that was important to you when you were little, or I didn't know that mattered so much to you. You said you wanted to play basketball, but what I'm hearing you say is that was a hobby you and your dad did together and you really missed your dad. In every city we live in, there's things we haven't explored, right? So keep it local, keep it interesting. Look online and look and see what restaurants everybody else is eating at that you haven't tried yet. And kind of being an adventurer in your own life is so fun.
It's like marriage therapy through fun. Let's talk about friendships. Even for me especially, a lot of us have younger ones, and so we're so busy by the time we do work and try to connect with our spouses and try to connect with our children. Our friends sometimes fall by the wayside. So what's your advice for how to stay in touch and build in fun with your friends?
This is going to sound way too easy, but the reality is you just put it on your calendar. And then the fun thing is what ends up happening when you put it on your calendar and you get in a group text, all of a sudden you're going, what are we going to do? Well, what sounds fun to you? And all of a sudden, this actual deep conversation happens among friends. And you go, I didn't know that mattered to you. Yes, we will do that. And by the time that thing on the calendar gets here, you know your people better and you're getting to have fun together.
And I think you're right. I've even noticed with my friendships, just through planning something far off, it's just the day-to-day thread sometimes where you can stay connected,
Yes, and it just makes you feel more like you. It does for me, at least. And that's what we're doing. If we're looking at fun as part of self-care, we're going, how can I be more like me and a healthier version of me after this summer? And one of the ways is more connection, and fun breeds connection.
I love it. All right, so finally, let's talk about ideas for your kids and how they can have fun. Sometimes it can feel like another job, but you've got 3 things here. You've got a soccer ball, a Frisbee, and I'm not sure what this is. It's a towel?
It's a blanket.
A blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a picnic. It looks like a picnic blanket.
Yes, that's exactly right. I'm telling you, those are the 3 things I keep in my car all the time. I brought it here with me. I keep those in my trunk all the time because anytime I'm with kids, I'm not married yet, don't have kids yet, but they are all over my life. And if I'm with kids and suddenly they wish me to throw a Frisbee, I want to be ready. And so when it comes to kids,
that's so good.
So fun. If you will let them lead, if you ask them what sounds fun to you and they say, I would love to go jump in a creek, and you go, all right, we'll figure it out. It may be messy, but if you will let them lead, kids are going to take you to fun almost every time.
I love it. Sometimes adults, we just need to let go a little bit. Good advice. Thank you, Annie. Annie's book, Chase the Fun, 100 Days to Discover Fun Right Where You Are, released August the 2nd. Thank you, Annie. It was nice to talk to you today.
You too.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.